Welcome back to Hot Red Mess. I'm Angie.
And I'm Candice.
Today we're talking about the Spank Bank.
Spank Bank, and we actually sound good. You didn't cut out. I fixed it. Yay! All right, so what's the Spank Bank?
Spank Bank. Spank Bank is when you put it in the bank of what you're going to spank it later with. Or whack, jerk off, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. Touch your cooter, touch your peenie, whatever you want to call it. Flicking the bean.
I like flicking the bean. That cracks me up.
Whatever you want to do. That's in the Spank Bank. Yeah. Which I have to say, we got a message, and I know this is probably for the next episode that we're going to do, but we literally got a message through TikTok. I remember I sent it to you, and I was like, this is fucking weird. This dude sent me a message and was like, hey, what are you doing? And of course, it's us responding. And
yeah, I handle somebody else.
Right, I handle TikTok, but Candice can see it too, and she knows what's going on too. And I was like,
it makes me giggle.
Yeah. And I'm like, nothing. How are you? Because I'm not going to be rude to our fans ever. And he goes, oh, nothing. Just sitting here, choking it. What? So I kind of sat there for a minute, and I was like, choking it. Oh, he's jerking off. You know, it's really nice to rub one out after a long day. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. So now I'm like, huh. Oh, no, before that. No, before he said that, he said, guess what I'm doing? And I responded with, all right, I'll bite. What are you doing?
Any man who goes, guess what I'm doing?
You know what he's
probably a penis in there.
There's probably a penis in his hand. So he goes, then he replies with, I'm rubbing one out after a long day. Mm-hmm. And then I replied with, well, that's nice. What else do I say to him? I mean, there's nothing else for me to say except for, it's nice. And then he replies back with, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah, I love fucking choking the chicken every now and then.
Like choking your chicken.
So this is the shit that he's saying. And then 2 days later, I think he got banned from TikTok because now he wasn't on there. His whole thing. And then if you clicked him, because I went to go show my husband what it said and the picture of the dude.
Yeah.
And he was, I'm like, it's not there anymore. He's gone. It actually said deleted.
Oh. So either he blocked us or he said something to somebody that they didn't like and they got him banned.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But I think he's back.
Oh.
Because I think recently I saw his username on our following. And I was like, man, Spank Bank's back. So I actually call him Spank Bank. Because he's literally, he's taking all our photos and putting it in his bank, and he's like choking his chicken and fucking rubbing one out to them later.
I mean, I would.
Yeah. And then, why not?
Right?
Why not? Oh my God. And then we're sitting there the other day, actually, my husband and I were talking about it, and I rubbed my ass on him, and I was like, you can take that to the Spank Bank. And he's like, it's there.
Yeah.
It's already there.
Oh, yeah. We have a Rolodex of us.
Right. It's weird. Because I'm like, babe, do you want to? He goes, well, yeah. All right. I'll jerk off to that with you. Doing her and doing that. And I'm like,
well, but
do you jerk off to anything but me?
Right. That was the conversation Douglas and I were having. I was like, so what are you thinking about? You. I'm like, no, but like, really? He's like, no, you. He's like, think about it. He's like, why would I think about anybody else? Why would I need to think about anybody else? And I was like, okay, so like when we're having sex and you need to like get there, what do you think about? He's like, you. We're having sex. It's like, oh, you know, I know in the past when I've slept with people who I'm like, can we just wrap it up? I'm like, I'm thinking about
girl, like, true story.
Trying to think about like, oh, that other time that was really good.
Listen, that's a true story. The guy that I went out with one night, my roommate said, he's great, he's awesome. I heard he's fucking magical in bed. And I was like, all right, I just want to bang something because I'm not getting in a relationship. I'm eschewing all men.
Yeah.
I went out with him and I was like, by the way, we were in a Honda.
Not worst car to have sex.
Not the best car to even try to have sex in.
Too small.
Too small. And we were sitting there and I literally, I was, you're rubbing up on him, trying to get him up and all that. So finally I said to him, I was like, he's like, all right, let's go. Like, I'm ready. Like, are you ready? And I'm like, first of all, who asks if you're ready?
Who's asked if you're ready?
You just ruined the fucking mood, dude.
Oh, no. Slam.
But whatever. And so I was like, whatever, I just need to get one out. So we'll just do this and I'm tired of playing with myself, so here we go. And he literally turns around and I look at him. This is the guy that I told him that his penis was too small. And I said, please just bring me home. What you have is not working.
That's hilarious.
I thought he was not hard. He was.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh. He was. Now, the funniest part about that is I had to then go back to my roommate later that night and tell my roommate, what the fuck did you do?
Yeah.
What did you set me up with? And he goes, how was he? And I'm like, we didn't get there. Because it didn't come out.
I wasn't there to pick.
He goes, wait, what? He's telling me all this shit. And I'm like, I don't know what he's bringing to the table, but that ain't it.
Well, I feel like men are like, oh, I got the biggest shit. Men who are like, it's like this. I'm like, oh, so it's this big?
Superman was the only guy that ever had a penis this big. And I saw him, Superman elephant penis. I saw him at a club. And then I saw him in the hallway. And I ever tell you the story about Superman penis? The biggest dick I've ever seen in my life. Okay? We were at a party. We were at a hotel takeover, my husband and I. And husband always goes to sleep. And husband and my friends that we all go with, me and their husband always hang out together because my husband and his wife always end up sleeping. And we're
That's so funny.
Let's go to the after party. Let's go this, let's go that. But he's always looking out for me.
It's good that you have somebody else.
Yeah, he's my club husband. He's my clubbing husband. I have yacht husband, clubbing husband, carpenter husband.
Nice.
Yeah, I have the main husband. Yeah. But people are like, yeah, you need multiple husbands. I'm like, listen, it's a thing, okay?
It takes a village.
It takes a village to maintain this. But husband always asked, when I asked him a question about carpentry, he's like, why are you asking me? Go ask your other husband. You know not to ask me those questions.
Yeah, I'm not the one.
Not the one. But anyways, long story short, Superman penis, okay? Yeah. I couldn't even put him in my Spank Bank because all I envisioned was his fucking penis coming through my fucking intestines and through my fucking mouth. No, but that's all I kept visioning. And then I had a really sad conversation with him. So we're in the hallway, we're with security, who's maintaining this floor. And we're in the hallway just doing shots back and forth, just people watching.
Having a good time.
Having a good time because it's really fun with the hotel takeover to people watch.
So it's like there's a convention kind of a thing, and then you guys.
It's a swinger party. It's a swinger takeover. Yeah. And basically what it is they shut the whole hotel down, and every single room is booked out for us. And you can't get through the front door without, it's all blocked off. You can't get through the front door without being a member. So you don't have randos coming in. It's very locked up. You can't get up to the second floor or whatever without having a certain wristband or whatever. And then there's a pool party and different, where the pool is, it would be a pool party and people are doing whatever. And there's different bed setups. If you want to fuck something or fuck someone, you could.
Yeah. But that is really safe.
It's super safe.
That's awesome.
It's super safe, super designated. Mm-hmm. So you could either go and explore with your husband or your other, or you can just hang out.
Yeah.
And it's a good way to just meet people that are like-minded and fucked up like you.
Well, I'm sure that helps. Even if you're not necessarily participating in the swinger stuff, but to be around other people who understand that sex is not fluid. It's it is what it is. We all have our own interpretations,
right? And half the time, I have to say, most of the time, my husband and I just have the best time networking and meeting people and laughing. And then the guy that was literally he was so drunk. A girl must have had her period. and went in the pool, and she lost her pad.
Oof.
And it was just floating around, and he sitting there like this with our drinks in our hand, and it was so funny because there's 4 of us sitting there, 6 couples in total, but I mean 6 people in, but 3 couples. We're all sitting there and we're watching, and we're drinking, and I'm like, dude, he just did like a fucking flipper over the pad. So as the pad was going through the pool and floating through, he was so drunk and high or whatever he was like, woo, he was doing flips over it.
Like dolphining?
Yes! Dolphining over it. Now, we're watching him, and then we're watching these other people get in the pool, and we're like, do you people have any idea that you are swimming around with a dirty pad right now?
That's so gross.
So gross. So gross. Oh, by the way, you could see the whole stream of blood in the pad, and it was like,
oh, so now you have told the grossest story.
Yeah.
You have the grossest story.
It was pretty nasty. But Superman penis.
Yes.
Later on that night, we went upstairs to the after party. Everything's done. It's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And this dude in a full-on suit, head to toe, Superman suit.
I was wondering why he was Superman.
Okay. It was a Halloween party. And his suit from head to toe is like spandecky, like to his shirt. Comes out with this biggest dick I've ever seen in my life. Like 12 inches wasn't even a thing, and if I was not with other people, they would have never believed me the next morning. And this man comes out, and we look at each other, me and my buddy, and I go, "Bro, are you checking this?" And he goes, "Man, I got a clutch right now. I can't keep up with that." And he goes, and the security guy goes, "Yo, am I seeing this right?" I'm like, "You're seeing it just right, bro. That's real. That's real. Unless he got fucking something in his pants that he's hiding, and then security, you need to get on that.
Go take care of that."
And he goes, "Nah, man." So they go, "Who's gonna ask him if it's real?" I'm like, Angie. I'll do it. And he goes, "Oh man." And the security goes, "Can you just not get in a fight with him?" I'm like, I'm a girl. I'm a chick with tits. I'm not getting into a fight with anybody.
Right?
So I go, "Hey, my man." Now, mind you, he closes the door to this room. And he looks so defeated. He holds the knob and he goes, "Man." And I look up at him and I go, "Honey, what? Okay, I gotta ask you, is the fucking thing real? What is in your pants?" And he goes, "It's real." And I'm like, "Well, why are you so sad about it?" I'm like, you're the man." And my buddy next to me was like, "Yo, you think it's real? That shit's real?" He goes, "Oh, you are my superhero." And he goes, "Hence the Superman suit."
I like it. All right, stop. Hang on. We're the fucking, like, it keeps losing you. Why are you so loud? All right.
I think once we soundproof this room, I'm gonna not be so loud.
I think it's gonna make it better. It's like you're fine, and then you get here, and it's gone.
Yeah.
And I can't. All right, hang on. Let me see. Do I sound like myself? I mostly sound like myself. It's so hard to hear yourself. All right, say something.
Say something. I'm turning
normal voice.
Okay, fine. These shoes are really fucking weird. They're like weirdly flat. I still haven't gotten a pedicure, by the way.
I noticed that. In front of you. I was letting it go.
I said to my husband, because Thursday's his birthday, and I think he's going to take the day off.
Nice.
And I said, "You want to go use my gift cards and go get pedicures?" And he just looked at me and I'm like, "I really need a pedicure." And he's like, "You still haven't gotten a pedicure?" I'm like, No, not even a little bit."
Laugh.
I gotta go find my picture again of you.
That's too much. All right.
You're too much.
Oh my god. All right.
What's the green light do?
Oh my god. I fixed it. There we go.
What
The reverb was up too loud. All right. Laugh again. Ha ha ha.
I just got a vision. I'm sorry.
Sit, kid.
I literally just visioned you as the cone head. With mom and cone head I'm sorry, it's so funny. I'm referencing our TikTok, by the way. Anybody, if this is even in any clip, I am referencing our TikTok that Candice did for her birthday or last week, right before her birthday when she got her hair done. And literally, it's the funniest thing ever. It's a look. It's a great look. TikTok. It's great.
It's so great. All right, I think we're good. We're better. We sound better. We may not cut out. Or I'm just gonna throw the soundboard. I'm gonna throw the mixer because I hate everything. Okay. Superman. Okay, so in the suit, he's sad. You go ask.
Yeah, so Superman is sitting there and he's really sad about his penis size. And we're all the men that are with me are like, this is fucking amazing. I've never seen a dick in real life this big.
Yeah.
So I asked him, I'm like, buddy, why are you so sad? You've got like the biggest dick. And he goes, I understand that. But you can only take in this much of it.
Yeah.
So granted, it's this big, but you can only handle this much. Yeah. So the rest of it doesn't get used.
And then your partner's like this far away.
Right. But then what he said was, what he was doing was he was in that room and he was banging this bitch and he met at the party and he was banging her and banging her and banging her and banging her. He goes, I've been in there for like 4 hours and I'm never going to get off. He goes, even if I jerk off, I spank it, whatever, nothing. Because it's so big that he loses sensitivity halfway down. Oh. He said, I would actually like to just have a normal sized dick. And I was like, oh my God, buddy.
That's crazy.
That's a horrible thing. He goes, yeah, it's not that great to have a big giant dick. Huh. He goes, I suffer from blue balls more than anything all the time. Because I can't jerk off in the shower. It's too big. I can't do this. And we're all sitting there like,
big dick problems.
Wow, you have big dick problems.
Never knew the big dick problems were really a thing.
I didn't know either.
That's crazy.
I didn't know either. Until one day, shit that happens in a hotel room.
I saw a large penis and had to ask.
I had to ask. I mean, if you saw a dick that big, you'd be like, first of all, you'd have to be like, is this real?
I don't have my glasses on and I can see it.
Right. That's how it would go. But I felt bad for him because I'm like, oh, you can't even jerk off? He's like, not really. No, I lose sensitivity and I can't. It's too big.
He needs to learn how to make himself come with his prostate.
Yeah.
Superman dick, if you're out there.
Superman dick, if you remember me. Prostate.
Right? I mean, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Oh my God. That poor man. I feel so bad for him. So he probably doesn't have very much good stuff in his Spank Bank.
No. Because what would he put in his Spank Bank?
Because it can't get off?
No.
Oh,
that's terrible. It's terrible. But then, we're watching porn the other night, my husband and I don't want to say the other night, everything's the other night, but it was a while ago. And we were watching porn, and I said, so what are you doing? And of course, he starts touching me, and he's like, I'm just thinking of you. And I'm like, I thought this was like for your, like a Spank Bank type deal, like you can jerk off to this later. And he goes, I don't want to jerk. Why would I jerk off to it later? I don't have to. Now I'm picturing you in that position. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, oh, so I want to try this. I want to try that. Like, I think porn for him is just an educational thing of what he wants to try next with his
Literally, Douglas would be like, hey, I watched this thing. Like, can we try this? Literally the same thing. And I'm like, let's do it. Like,
it's a good thing I'm flexible.
Seriously.
Yeah. It's a good thing.
Seriously.
Because some things he's like, he just grabs me like I'm a chicken wing and he's like, and I'm like, I don't bend that way. I got thick thighs, okay? It doesn't bend that way.
Yeah.
That chicken flips a little differently than this chicken wing. Yeah, it's great.
No, I like what Douglas, I think I like what Douglas has in the Spank Bank because of me. And then it's things that he wants to do to me. Yeah. And today he's like, yeah, recently it's been like, I want to be like really rough. And I'm like, so you gonna do that? Or like what?
Well, it's because they're always hesitant that they're gonna hurt you.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up. Now he's over the gonna hurt me. He was cocked back and gotten me, They're just not afraid of hurt anymore.
Well, I would recommend never doing it if the dog is in the room, since my dog almost killed my husband.
Yeah, I think that's the funniest thing. I think it's so funny. Well, my dogs are not allowed on our bed until the light is off. They are very good. The light's on, not on the bed. Second the lights off, everybody's on the bed.
Yeah, they don't have any fucking consideration at all. And William took out like a flogger and started like a little like love tap, and then he got a little harder, and he wound up, and Vinny wound up, and he was, and William was a little like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, we should probably. So now we have to actually kick Vinny out of the room.
That's funny.
If we want to get any type of tying me up or hitting me or anything. And I don't want to say hitting me like abusive, okay, guys? So
it's like hitting like we like it.
Yeah. It's just a little dominant shit.
It's consensual.
Yes.
Consensual hitting.
Because actually someone said to me the day, oh my God, you let your husband hit you? That's kind of abusive. And I'm like,
no.
Not if I like it.
Like it and I'm asking for it.
Correct.
You know?
If I told him to stop and he kept doing it, that's a different story.
That's a different story. That's a problem.
That's a problem.
But
no way. What are you doing?
I didn't think that. How about now? Is that better?
I don't know. I don't know what you just did. You have like so many fucking magical little buttons.
Although I actually was looking on Fiverr the other day, and I may get us a sound person to give them it and be like, "Hey, fix this."
Yeah.
And then get it back. So I'm thinking I'm going to try it with this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be ideal. Mm-hmm. But how do they? What do you mean they fix it? Like
I give them the audio, and then they are better at like fixing the levels of like when we go out, they might be able to bring it down to like catch it and hear it. So I'm gonna try it. I think I'm gonna try it with this one and see what we think.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. I mean, you know, I'll edit the episode and be like, here you go.
Here you go. I'm the problem. Candice always sounds so good, and I'm so like echoey and blah, blah, and blah, blah. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, I think we may want to just hang like material from the ceiling. Like we might want to do that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
I know you're gonna get the drop ceiling.
No, not even that. They're supposed to come and insulate because the ceiling still needs to be insulated so we can close it up. And then when we insulate it, we're doing soundproof insulation. So just in this area. And once this is soundproof, so we don't get any noise from above.
Yeah. I think no more Vinny barking.
No more Vinny barking. Which is kind of weird because I don't know where Vinny is.
And he's being very quiet.
Yes.
What is he doing?
I don't know. I could always check him on the cameras and see. But do I really want to know?
Probably not. No, he's probably... my darling dog, we went to my parents yesterday. About a half an hour after we left, he went and took a bag of pizza off the counter and brought it to his bed and ate it.
I heard.
Yeah. He's a bad dog.
Oh, it's alright. It's like eat wasabi.
That's true. That is very true. I cannot with him.
I do want you to know that he solidly does not like vegetables. Caesar salad was left in my truck from Small Guy in the morning.
Yep.
Now we went out. I was working all day, and then we had a lot going on last week, so I was kind of just driving here and there in the truck. And then I went out on a call, and I was like, oh, fucking salad's still in here.
Yeah.
Vinny never even touched it. He didn't even try to open it. He didn't try to move it. He was
like, that's green.
No, didn't want to sniff it. That's illy. It's a vegetable.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Particular.
Yeah.
Yeah, Romulus is nondescript. He's like, oh, there's food. I'm going to eat it.
Yeah. Yeah. Your hubby told me today that his dog wasn't the problem. It's really your dog's the problem.
But his dog is annoying. My dog stays out of the way. He's usually sitting with me or in the corner of the couch. His dog is all in everybody. Yap, 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 yap. And then his other dog, she's gassing up the world. I'm doing my makeup, and I look down, and I'm like, why does it smell? She's 5 feet away from me, just farting, letting her 12-year-old ass rip.
That's the best. It's its old dog fart. It's just a water.
She already smells. Baseline, she smells.
Yep.
And then add the fart.
Speaking of fart, have you ever farted during sex?
Oh my God, yes. It's so annoying.
Like, there's talking about Spank Bank.
We don't stay on topic.
Never.
Since we stay on topic, you act like we stay on our topic.
We never do. We never do. It's fucking hilarious though, because like, okay, so I was thinking about this the other day because I farted during sex like a couple weeks ago, whatever.
Yeah.
And my husband doesn't even miss a beat. He just keeps on. Now it could be because he's older and he can't hear.
It might have been that.
He really doesn't give a fuck.
Well, that's what Doug said. He's like, I just keep it moving.
Yeah, just move along.
Yeah.
But then I'm like thinking to myself, what about those people that are like, I've never even farted in front of my husband? Do you hold it in?
Yeah.
How do you do it? Like, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not like I purposely farted. He like pushed on a certain area.
Yeah, you move your legs a certain way. And we've had children.
Yeah.
Things are not
perfect
down there anymore. No. And it'd be like a certain leg movement, or like he likes to press on my stomach.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and then
things happen.
Yeah.
I just think that's funny. I just thought that was funny.
Oh yeah.
Meaning of the dog fart. And then like, you know, when you're comfortable with each other, when like for us, you smell, you're like, was that you? No, it's a fucking dog.
Yeah.
Don't smell like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he'd be like, no, that was a dog.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know the difference.
Yeah. Thanks. Can we continue? I totally appreciate everything that you do right now. Can you continue?
Right?
It's great. So fucking funny.
So Spank Bank, what's in your Spank Bank?
Oh man, so many things. Like midgets. Oh, me and my fucking midgets.
Okay, so there's this song, there's this band, Mind the Self-Indulgence, and they say something about all the midgets in the back jerk me off or something, and I'm like, yes, this is a song.
Yes. Dude, I want to be like, I just want a midget to go down on me without me having to actually like lay down. Because you should be at the same height.
Okay. Oh, you're the most ridiculous person I've ever met.
I also want a Mexican midget that rides a llama, wears a sombrero hat, and just keeps hitting. Think, ay papi, ay papi. I also had a sexual dream about jalapeno on a stick, Jeff Dunham's. And then woke up and was like, oh my God, that'd be so great.
Okay. I need more information about the sexual dream, about with the pepper. Was the pepper going to town on you?
No, the pepper was banging me. So he ate me out and then he banged me.
With him, like his...
Yeah. And it was like, ay papi. Oh, yeah, papi. In fairness, I was pregnant. Fucked up shit happens when you eat spicy food when you're pregnant, okay? And then my husband took me to a Jeff Dunham show.
So it was like...
And it was that night. And then I had to wake up the next morning and I was like super wet and I was like, oh my God, did my water break? No. But then I started reiterating, I'm like, babe. I'm having sex with jalapeno on a stick. He's like,
my God.
And he looked at me and goes, on a steak? He goes, you know you're fucked up, right? I'm like, it was amazing. I'm so wet about him. He got me so wet.
Oh my God.
Yes. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I've envisioned that. It's in my Spank Bank.
That's an interesting one.
It was a very vivid sexual dream with a jalapeno on a stick.
That's so funny.
And I can still bring that right back and come, and it's easy. It's the way he spoke to me.
Funny. That's so funny. The things that get us. The things that get us.
What's in your Spank Bank?
I think probably. So like for years I had this thing about like my husband eating his cum from me. And then he did it. And that can make me 2 seconds. Don't even, it's like, oh yeah, okay, I'm good. Like I don't even have to like do much of anything. That is my number one go-to. I can't count. Awesome. Yep, that's it. I mean, you're fucking jalapeno pepper. My husband's eating cum out of my pussy. So like
it's awesome. Yeah, my jalapeno pepper. It's great. Yeah, it's great. Or the time that like my husband, my other one is actually really great is I love morning sex. And I love when my husband grabs my hips and just grabs hold. And especially in the morning, it's like a double whammy for me.
Like your 2 things.
Oh.
Why morning sex?
I don't know. I'm just so relaxed. And so like I wake up horny. So it's kind of like it's like having ice cream for breakfast with extra whipped cream, with extra jimmies, with extra cherries. It's like, oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Morning sex is amazing.
I don't mind it, but like, I just woke up.
Oh,
But you're a morning person.
But that's the thing, though. It's not like we're doing anything. It's like a rollover. You're on your side, and then you do like this hip thrust
Oh, yeah, you
forward.
like the side thing.
Yeah, so it works. Because you're
Okay.
really not doing much. You're not getting out of the warm, toasty bed.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not getting any type of morning breath if there was a morning breath situation, because it's all behind you.
I actually got us Listerine to keep in our nightstands, like Listerine tabs, so when we wake up, I'll put those in, we can still kiss.
Yeah.
I love making out.
Yeah, I love making out. But you're never going to do that first thing in the morning, because there's so many things going on.
And you get lots of teeth things.
Yeah, and I'm a teeth phobe. Like, I brush my teeth 5 or 6 times a day. I floss at least 3. Like,
you floss at least 3.
Yes.
You're psycho.
I love my teeth.
I know you do.
But I've never had a cavity, and I've never had braces, and I've never had anything wrong with my teeth. I'm a perfect underbite. Which is why when my face was fucking swollen a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, oh, you probably having a tooth problem. But the fuck I am, bitch.
Yeah, tell me it's my teeth.
Tell me it's my teeth. But yeah, I can't even imagine. Like, no, I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do roast teeth. I can't do it first thing in the morning. I can't.
So it's like rollover lazy sex. It's not like you guys are putting on a show in the morning.
No.
Okay.
That's evening time.
That's why I was like, that's like a lot. Because we usually are always putting on a show.
Yeah.
Like, so.
But it's great because it's different. So you got to try it. Just roll over, slip it in, and have at it. And usually the kids are up, so you got to kind of be quiet. Mm-hmm. So that's like another test for me.
It's like, oh yeah,
how can I be quiet?
Yeah.
Or he knows like the certain, like once I pop my ass up, it's like an instant, like that. I think that's in his Spank Bank, because the minute my ass curls up, he's like, whoa. And I have one of those asses that literally, I actually asked him one day because we were watching this porn. I said, does my butt do that? This girl was riding him. He goes, yeah, that's why I like you on top. That's why you're never allowed to lose your butt. And I was like, oh,
interesting.
Good.
It's funny when they tell us stuff like that. Yeah. Like, you're like, do I do that? And you're like, yeah, that's my favorite thing.
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because then you got to think about it. Are you watching her because of your butt? And it's even weirder because, like, when we go to clubs and stuff together, and I'm like, so, babe, what do you think of that? When he goes, my wife is better.
That's sweet.
I'm like, oh.
That's sweet.
I'm like, that's so sweet. Like, you like your wife more? And he's like, yeah, I do like my wife more. Like,
as he should.
As he should.
Right?
Or the time when my whole thing has always been, like, I wanted to, like, bang on a balcony over, like, water or whatever and all that crap. Did it over the summer.
Really?
To what did I look over to the left of me? Was a bunch of kids on the balcony next to me. We're in P-Town.
Oh my God.
We get this nice, badass room for the night. We went for the day and decided, okay, we're just going to stay the night. So last minute whim, booked a room.
Yeah.
Beautiful room. And we get back and we're like, yes, we went to the sex shop, got some toys, got some
section.
And we got this awesome new lube that was like, it's all natural, like cocoa and all that. It's coconut oil, which was amazing because
the best lube.
The best.
I love coconut oil.
And this one was called a Delulu. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's in this little glass bottle. It's absolutely awesome. It doesn't stain your clothes. It doesn't stain your sheets. And it literally dries but soft.
Interesting.
So you could actually just rub it in your hands. Yeah.
Because coconut oil.
Yeah. But it's weird because you know how like coconut oil, you feel like maybe you'll feel like a little bit of like that oily? Mm-hmm. No. Just silky smooth.
Nice.
So like I sprayed some on the back of my hand and I was like, oh, this is a nice moisturizer.
I'm going to lube up with some.
Catch me lubing my whole body with the lube.
Right?
Yeah. It's great. But
on the balcony.
So we're on the balcony and he goes to come over. I'm naked. He comes to come over to like start like to bang me and fuck around me. He actually starts touching me, and all of a sudden we hear these kids coming out on the balcony next to us, and we're like, what the fuck? First of all, what the fuck brings their kids to P-Town?
No.
Don't bring your kids to P-Town for the
Like
weekend.
a daytime trip?
Day trip.
Fine.
Not nighttime.
No.
No. Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. Not happening. Or whatever.
I was walking down the street one time in P-Town, and a drag queen walked by, and a little boy was like, "Oh, go away, you freak!" And like the whole like radius around this kid stopped and all stared at the parents. And the mom goes, "No. Made the little boy go apologize." I was like, "Fucking right, you are good." And there's no way the queen hurt him, but that's not the point. But and then everybody was like, "Okay, good." Like she handled
we
it.
won't kill you in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Which is really funny because I brought my kids there. So my kids have always wanted to go to the Beachcomber. I want to say the Windjammer. That's on a cruise. Never mind. The Beachcomber. So I said to them one day, I said, listen, I got the day off. Like, I took it off. Like, what do you guys want to do? We need to go do something fun. I'm not going to, like, we haven't done anything fun all summer. Like, what do you guys want to do? Can we go to the Beachcomber? Can we be tourists and go to the Beachcomber? And I was like, ugh, fine, we'll go.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to the Beachcomber years ago.
Yeah.
I was high and drunk when I went. I don't remember it.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine is always preaching about how awesome the Beachcomber is and all that. I don't know. Beachcomber is a nice atmosphere if you're 21. But I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
I want like different fun. I want drag queen fun, and I want to like party with other irresponsible, responsible people.
Exactly.
Because there's a different, like, I want to party with people that are very responsible, but can be irresponsible when need to be to have fun, but reel it right back in.
Yeah, wild at the right spots and controlled and the
correct
spots.
Have a sophisticated conversation with them and then talk about shoving shit in your ass or your pussy.
My kind of people.
All in one.
Yeah.
That's the people I want to hang out with.
Those are the people to hang out with.
But we went to the Beachcomber, and then after we went into P-Town because I said, listen, this is when I got hit by a bike. My car got hit by a bicyclist.
Oh, which one got hit by the bike?
Jake was driving.
Oh my God.
And we were going down Commercial Street.
Yeah.
And I said to Jacob, I said, do not just literally put your car in neutral and just roll. Because literally you need to roll. Do not go over 5 miles an hour. Do not try to drive through people. This is a total different atmosphere. Everybody's just gonna compile and walk in front of you and walk into you and all this. And this is when we were leaving town.
Yep.
And my kids, but prior to that, my kids were walking around and I prepped them. I said, listen, you're going to see lesbians, you're going to see gay people, you're going to see straight people, you're going to see bisexual people, you're going to see drag queens, little one. What's a drag queen? A man that dresses up like a woman, beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to see people undressed, half naked. You're going to see people.
Me.
Yeah. I said, you're going to see all sorts of things, everything and anything. And everything is very sexual. Mm-hmm. So just to prepare you, that's what you see. Don't look like you're mortified because it's not mortifying. It's
you can look. They want you to look.
Yeah.
But respectfully.
Right. I said, be respectful. Don't make any gay jokes. Don't say gay. Do not. It's disrespectful up here. Do not do it. Okay, why so many rules? Little small guy. And Ella goes, what is the big deal? Okay.
Yep.
And Jake goes, Mom, it's not that crazy. Then we're walking. We parked out on the pier and we walk in and we get on Commercial Street. And they're like, whoa.
Yeah. The first time you see it, it's like
so beautiful.
Yeah.
And my kid's like, oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
First, I told him when you drive into P-Town, it's like all of a sudden you just crossed over into the Caribbean.
You're in a different world.
You're in a different world. I said, and you will know when you're in P-Town because the sides are dunes of sand. Mm-hmm. You are no longer on the highway, has sand kicking across it, all this. You are no longer, and everybody loves everybody. There's no hatred up here.
There's not.
It's so peaceful.
You're on Commercial Street or like the blocks either direction, you're in a different world. Mm-hmm. It's the best.
And of course, we had the 2 dogs with us.
Oh,
so that went, oh my goodness, I just love him. And of course, Vinny's like, yes, I know. Look at my hair.
Have you seen me?
Have you seen my locks? And Ox was like, why are you touching me? Oh, I'm just amazed stop touching me. Oh. You didn't tell me I had to talk to people. because he's antisocial, but it's fine. And
I'm glad he likes me. I feel pretty special.
yeah. So long story short, my kids after they're like, this was so cool. Can we stay up here for a week?
It's awesome.
And I was like, all right. So I actually want to try and get a place. I'm trying to get a place up there for Carnival.
Nice.
The week of my birthday, but
I'll be walking in the parade.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I love that place.
It's so much fun.
I love
when I went and walked the parade last year with my sister-in-law. This is the first time she had been, and we pulled down. She's like, "Whoa, this is not what I pictured. I don't know what I pictured, but this isn't it. But it's better."
Yeah,
yeah. And so we had to park on Commercial Street and then walk 4 miles to the hotel where the parade starts. We sat there for 2 hours and then had to walk back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I walked in 4-inch heels 10.5 miles.
Oh, girl.
Yeah. It was a day.
And you don't like heels that big.
I was hurting. My bad foot was like the size of a baseball.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
But I was fine. It was worth it. The woman who invited me to walk in the parade, she stopped by my house the next day. Oh, did you have fun? Blah, 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 chat. I was like, yeah, look at my foot. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, you're not doing this next year. I was like, yes, I am. I was like, I will take twice this size. Like,
I will sacrifice. You have to. It's in P-Town.
Oh,
awesome.
So much
fun.
I'll post my picture from my first carnival. I was all done up.
My first carnival I ever went to was Candyland was their theme.
Fun.
And everybody was dressed up in like we had the zebras, like the zebra gum.
Yeah.
It was all their outfit, everything. And that was when I didn't have big boobs then. This is how far we're going back now. And
that's a
long time ago. And
either very recently or a long time ago.
Yeah, no, it was a long time ago. This is when I had perky. No, they weren't really perky, but I had small boobs, but was in shape because I don't think I had Ella yet. That's how long ago we're going.
That's a long time.
And I was dancing in the streets with them, and we always stay in front of that restaurant that has like that open, like local 186 is across the street, and then there's that other one where there's like a hotel above. Well, we always would hang out at that one and wait for everybody to come by because now you're involved and you can jump out and do whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So I just started dancing in the street with them. I have a giant lollipop between my fucking coochie and they're all like touching it with me. And I'm like, aw.
I love it.
And then one of the people that we were with, his wife was kind of a douche. They're no longer married.
Well.
Yeah. And he kept like grabbing my butt and trying to like flirt with me and talk with me. And my husband's laughing because he knows like it's never going to happen. And it was funny because literally I said, I bet you he's going to go home later. And when he's fucking his wife, he's totally thinking about me.
Put yourself in his spank bank.
I was in his spank bank. Yeah.
I often wonder that. I'm like, I wonder who's thinking about me. Like, just out of curiosity. You know, it's like shit's out there. So, like, I'm sure there's plenty of people using it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you're definitely in some people's spank banks. Yeah. I mean, I gotta say, how many individuals do you think are literally? Man, I think about it all the time because I have all these guys that sit there and they're like, and they're messaging us and they're asking us like, "What do you do?" Like blah 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 blah, and I'm like, "You spank banking."
Yeah, you want to know. You want to know what I'm doing.
Which, if you really want to know what I'm all about and what she's all about, you could always just subscribe and see more.
Go check out our stuff. We have stuff together on Patreon.
We do.
You know,
and that's one for the Spank Bank.
Those are some good stuff.
I actually almost made a TikTok out of one of them the other day, and I was like, "We're gonna get banned. I can't."
Yeah. I'm lucky. I'm surprised they didn't get the one where you put the picture of us with the guns. Like, I'm surprised they didn't hit that one.
Don't talk about it.
I didn't say no.
They're gonna catch it.
TikTok's gonna hear it now.
TikTok's gonna hear it and be like, "Oh yeah, bitch."
Every time we have fought them, they let it go. Like every time. Oh, didn't you? You got one that they didn't approve?
My duck.
Oh yeah, your duck.
I literally got a tow truck fucking dirty. Got dirty, and I called it a dirty hoe.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, she's a dirty hoe now with a dirty duck.
A dirty dick. Duck. A literal duck. People, it's a literal duck.
I have a pink duck on the front of the truck. Literally.
What is it? The delivery duck or something?
No, it's a convoy.
Convoy.
You want to know the meaning of the duck?
It's a cartoon your husband watched or something?
Convoy is a trucking movie. Candice,
My husband hasn't explained it to me. I don't know.
pull it together. All right. The duck
Uh-huh.
in the convoy. Convoy is the movie, actually.
Okay.
And I think they're running moonshine or something up.
Nice.
And he goes, "What's up with the duck? Why you got a fucking duck?" And he goes, "Smooth on top, paddle like a motherfucker underneath." That's the significance of the duck. Every tow truck rolls in looking pretty, smooth on top. But let me tell you, you are working your ass off underneath to get where you are. That is the significance of the duck.
I fucking love that. Okay, that's so much better than he would. Because I asked Douglas, and he was like, "I don't know, William liked the cartoon."
No.
And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I like ducks, so like I get behind it, but it's way better.
The significance.
So now I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna tell him.
Yes, and that is actually that is why he has a convoy duck on every single one of our tow trucks, because the tow trucks we had to bust our ass. Mm-hmm. And everybody thought that our first truck was so pretty and it's so beautiful.
It was a piece of shit, right?
It was a biscuit. No, the first one was a shit box.
That's the one the guy gave you. You just had to go pick them up.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The International was the one with the big giant stacks that we did for all the car shows and truck shows and parades and all that. Yep. That one was the first one with the ducks. That was our first truck we ever got, literally on our own. Like that was our truck. Like we saved money, we put it aside and everything, and then we built that truck. That was our first tow truck we ever built. That kind of set the platform for Ziggy's of what it was going to be truck wise. Mm-hmm. And then we just, as we added, you got a black duck. You got a black duck. Mm-hmm. I refuse to have a black duck.
Rude.
I will only have a blue, purple, pink duck.
What color is your duck?
Pink. Well, you know what it is? It's the worst color pink. It's bubblegum pink, and I hate.
It's Pepto-Bismol.
I hate, but I cannot, because my duck, every duck cost about $200 to get a real duck. Yeah. The real duck is actually solid steel all the way through, and it's a heavy motherfucker. Yeah. My duck, because I said you're not putting that on my truck unless it's a nice duck. My duck was more than that. So when the pink came in, because my husband listens to my words, when the pink came in, or when I said to him, I only want a pink one, because I have a pink truck. Mm-hmm. Now it doesn't matter because I don't have a pink truck. He sold that. Shocker. Story of my life.
Your husband sold something?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Which, in fairness, he bought that truck for me, and then I said I didn't want that truck anymore because it didn't turn great, and it didn't handle nice when you were towing like big F-250s or everything like that.
You don't need that.
No. And when we're going into all these little streets, believe it or not, the big ass Hino turns like that, like on a dime. It's such a better turning truck.
So have you ever taken a right into my road? Like if you're coming up from 28?
Yeah, it's ratchet.
Taking that, Douglas takes it in the truck because it's like, and it's so smooth. It's insane. Yeah. And that is a tight fucking turn.
Yeah.
I remember time the Yukon, and he's just like,
yeah, you won't do it in the Ram. You would do it. But it's like an extra large swing, and when you're on a policing, you're doing like a 10-point turn versus this, you're just like, done. Yeah. It's amazing. I love it. So, yeah. But that is the significance of that duck.
Well, good. Now I know. Now I'm glad I know.
Yes, now you're educated about
the little one. When Douglas was still bringing the truck home all the time, she would see it back in. She would, duck!
Oh,
I'm so excited about the duck. So excited about the duck.
Duck. I love it. We were actually just talking about your little duckies, your little chickies.
Really?
Because they were like, oh my God, there's chickies here. And I was like, oh yeah. She's like, can we get chickens? I'm like, no, Abby, we can't. What if I just brought one home? I'm like, no, Abby, we can't. We're not going to get in trouble. Dad's gonna lose it.
You guys can come pet my chicken.
I'm like, we gotta go touch Candice's chicken.
Come touch my chicken, baby.
I'm gonna touch our chicken. If one's a boy, I can be like, I'm touching your collar.
Touch my breast meat. Touch my chickens.
Okay.
What is that? I already know is going to be a dick. Every time I put my hand in there, she pecks me. Every time. And I'm like, all right. Because, my favorite chicken, who was my fastest chicken, died 2 years ago. And it was devastating. And so I need a new feisty chicken. So I'm excited.
You're the first person who gave me a duck egg.
Oh, really?
I've never had a duck egg.
Well, you're going to get some more because we're going to get some more girls.
Yeah.
Because my male duck is going to start raping chickens if I don't get him some more female ducks. So.
Come here, little chicken.
But But literally, if a male duck has sex with a female chicken, it can kill her because their penises are hooked. So they like hook their insides and yank them out.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can't have a male duck raping chickens.
that's weird. You better get her a duck.
Yeah, I got one girl duck, and my new duck who I raised from an egg. He/she, we're pretty sure it's a he, needs some girls. So
Get another one. And then I can have ducky eggs again.
Those
are so good.
They're so good. They're like it's so good. It's like creamy. They're so good to bake with.
Oh,
so
they're yummy. They're so yummy. And then I got into pheasant eggs.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I remember that.
Little pheasant eggs. But you have to eat like 5 of them to get to 1 egg.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. But they're good for boiling. I just eat them as hard boiled now.
Mm-hmm.
I just roll them up. Because they're so tiny. Believe it or not, I know this is weird, but I ran out of room. So I just shoved them in my pocket and left. They're like this.
I do if I had a hard boiled egg and no place to put it.
Yeah, I put it in my pocket.
That's how I get my eggs out of my coop. I put them in my pockets.
Yep.
Like I have a little basket that I'm supposed to go out to. No, in my pockets.
Some farmer's gonna listen to this, and this is totally being in their Spank Bank.
This is Spank Bank material. Talking about the chickens. I mean, I talk about my chickens.
I love talking about chickens.
The other day I was taking care of myself, and Dennis goes, "Oh, what'd you watch?" I watched a porn of us.
That's great.
I watched my own porn.
I watched my own.
I was like, well, if I'm going to give somebody the views, I might as well give myself the views.
Why not? And then you can be like, oh, my editing was on point. That's even more exciting and turn on.
My butt looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, it's a good one. I sent him a screenshot. I was like, yeah, this is what I watched. He's like, is that really us? And I'm like, yeah, why would I watch us? If I'm not watching porn, I'm just thinking about you.
Yeah.
So like, a little less effort.
It's kind of amazing because people are like, well, what do you do? Like, I had someone ask me the other day, like, what do you do? Like, if like you're just trying to get there. I'm like, I think of my husband.
Yeah.
Like, my husband can literally, like, I touch him, go near him, and I'm like,
oh my God. I look at that man, I'm wet.
Yeah. Wet. It's bad. It's so bad. And like, sometimes they're like, why do you have extra underwear with you? I'm like,
you never know. My husband met like extra hot today.
Yeah. You don't know. And I just love him. It's just awesome. But I know that I don't have to worry about his Spank Bank.
No.
His Spank Bank always resorts back to him and I.
Yeah. Yeah, it's us. And specifically, I guess Douglas likes, he thinks about the noises that I make. That's like his big thing in his Spank Bank is like my vagina noises and then my sounds. It's very well because he doesn't think in pictures; he only thinks in words. So sounds are very important.
Yeah.
So he's thinking of the sounds.
That is important.
Yeah, but he does say that he's like, "Oh, that sounds good," and I'm like, "Okay," but now I'm like, "Oh, you're putting that in the bank."
Now it's in his bank. It's in his Spank Bank. Totally is. Totally is. However, I do want to say though, Julie asked us if we have mentioned these. Okay.
I love them.
Speaking of Spank Banks.
Spank Bank.
For those of you that are knitters.
It's crochet.
Or crochet.
There's a difference. They take it very seriously.
There's a very big difference, and I'm so sorry.
I love this.
But this was crocheted. It is a butt plug that a friend of ours, Julie, does. She actually makes these and sells them. So if you just want something to touch, or you think like, oh, that's yarn is going to turn me on.
I love it. I love it.
Go hit up Julie.
Does she have an Etsy?
I think she does. I'm not really sure, but I know that we could get them through her.
Because I have her number.
Yes.
Because her husband fixes my appliances.
Yes.
He's the best appliance person.
Yes, he is, actually.
he makes fun of me when I break them, so that just makes it all the better.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will text her, and I'll get her information, and I'll put it...
He's the man who fixed my washer when it decided to shit the bed on our way out of town. Yes.
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 Real MVP.
Yep, he is.
He saved my house from burning down, so... My dryer,
he's definitely the MVP in your house.
Oh yeah, the lid was going past the catch and into the dryer, and there was like a string stuck in there. He was like, "You were literally days from a fire, days."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, you know that I come from a family with houses that burned down.
Water and fire.
Yeah.
That's who we are.
And he was there the night my father-in-law's house burned down the first time.
Yeah. He was at the fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
True story.
So buy a butt plug.
Yeah. Or she makes penises. She's actually working on a vagina right now.
Nice.
So,
yeah, I need to ask her for a penis. I need.
I have a pink penis. She made me a pink penis.
I need a black penis.
It's a keychain. I hung it on my backpack. My son said, "Can we not? You have to go into my school." And I was like, "Oh, my bad."
Yeah, I'll take that penis off.
I'll take the penis off.
We got a butt plug and we got penises.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
Your penis is upside down.
Oh, wait, so I realized that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say that. Well, should we ask the people to tell us what they have in their Spank Bank?
Yeah. We definitely want to hear about your Spank Bank. So
just so you know, if you message us through the website, it's anonymous. You can type in whatever you want for a name.
True story.
So if you want to tell me something dirty, but you know us and you don't want us to know, but like we want to know, so tell us.
Yeah.
You can do it anonymously through
Tell
the
us
website.
what's in your Spank Bank.
We won't tell anybody it's you.
No.
We like the dirty shit, man.
Yes, we do. And to be honest, like, I mean, if anybody's ever has had a conversation with me or with Candice, you pretty much know that there's no filter.
There's no filter.
It's not there.
That's why we can do this, because
there's no filter. So we would like to conclude this episode of Spank Bank and say thank you very much for everybody who's listening and everybody who is joining.
Thank you.
And you can see all of our shit at hotrodmess.com.
Yes.
And again, I'm Angie.
And I'm Candice.
And we love you all. Thank you for all the support.
Thank you.
Continued. And make sure you reach us up.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes.
Please leave us a comment.
Anything you want to say, message us, hotrodmess.com. Like Candice said.
Hotrodmess at Gmail. But anything you send us is always anonymous unless you specify otherwise. And tell us what you did in your Spank Bank.
All right. Awesome. Thank you very much.
See
Till
ya.
next time. Peace out.